monk who forgot his name. Once upon a time, in the misty mountains of ancient Tibet, there lived a monk who had forgotten his name. No one knew how long he had lived there, nor where he had come from. Some said he had walked out of the clouds, others whispered that he was born from silence itself. He simply called himself nobody. Each morning, when the golden light of dawn touched the temple roofs, the monk would sweep the stone paths, feed the birds, and sit beneath the old cedar tree overlooking the valley. He would smile as if he had found something the rest of the world had lost. Yet, when travelers passed by and asked,
"Wise one, what is your name?"
he would only bow and reply,
"I do not remember."
At first, people thought he was joking, but as time went on, they realized he truly had forgotten his name and, somehow, he didn't seem to miss it at all. One day, a young pilgrim arrived at the monastery, tired and lost from a long journey. He had been searching for enlightenment, traveling from teacher to teacher, collecting mantras and sacred texts, yet peace still escaped him. He saw the monk sitting quietly by the cedar tree, eyes closed, breathing with the wind. The young pilgrim bowed deeply and said,
"Master, I've heard you have no name. How can that be? Who are you without it?"
The old monk opened his eyes and smiled. He said softly,
When I had a name, I had a story. When I had a story, I had pain. Now, I have only peace.
The young pilgrim didn't understand. He pressed further.
"But without a name, how do people remember you?"
The monk looked toward the valley, where sunlight danced upon the river.
Do you remember the river's name?
He asked. The pilgrim shook his head.
Yet, you drink from it.
Said the monk.
It gives you life, whether you name it or not.
The days passed, and the young pilgrim decided to stay with the nameless monk. Together, they meditated at sunrise, shared humble meals of rice and herbs, and walked narrow paths between clouds and stone. The monk never spoke much, but when he did, his words fell like raindrops, gentle, rare, and full of meaning. He taught the young man to listen to silence, to see the sacred in the ordinary, to find stillness in motion. One evening, as the crimson sun disappeared behind the peaks, the pilgrim said,
"Master, I think I understand now. You forgot your name to find yourself."
The monk chuckled, a sound as light as the wind in the trees.
No,
He said,
I forgot my name so that I could disappear. Only when the eye is gone can life be truly seen.
Years passed. The young pilgrim became a man, and the nameless monk grew older. One morning, as the snow melted on the mountains, the monk called his disciple and said,
It is time for me to go.
The disciple's eyes filled with tears.
"Master, please don't leave. You have taught me so much, but I still don't know your real name."
The monk smiled one last time.
My son,
He said,
names are the first pages we enter. They divide what is one. When you forget your name, you remember the world.
Then, without another word, he closed his eyes. And as the first light of dawn reached his face, he exhaled, and became as quiet as the sky itself. The disciple waited for him to move, but he never did. Only the wind answered, whispering through the cedar leaves. He built a small pyre by the mountain edge, and as he lit the fire, something miraculous happened. The flames rose high, twisting in golden patterns, and in the smoke, the disciple saw the faint shape of a smile. Calm, eternal, free. From that day on, the villagers spoke of the monk who forgot his name. They said his spirit wandered the valleys, laughing in the wind, resting in the rivers, and watching from the sunrise. Travelers who came to that place often felt a strange peace fall over them. They said it was as if someone unseen was reminding them to breathe, to let go, to remember what truly matters. And so, the story spread across the mountains, the story of a man who gave up his name to find the infinite.
You see, we spend our lives trying to become someone, chasing titles, praise, recognition, forgetting that what we seek is not in becoming more, but in becoming less. Maybe the monk's message was never about forgetting a name, but about remembering what lies beneath it, the silence, the stillness, the soul. So the next time you feel lost, burdened by who you think you must be, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and whisper to yourself, I am not my name. Because when you let go of who you are supposed to be, you finally meet who you truly are.